Professor, let's go back to the ceasefire thing. There was a time when Trump was openly saying that if Iran doesn't agree to any deal, then the whole civilization can be obliterated and it will never come back to life. And from that moment, within few hours, he decided to go for a deal. So what changed between those hours? Was Trump just only giving a bluff to Iranians, or is he really serious about the deal?
It's very hard to know. I can't say that I predicted the last minute change. What is coming out is that for weeks, actually, he has been begging the Pakistanis to deliver a ceasefire. So everything beneath the surface can be very different from what it looks like on the surface. Trump is also a simpleton. He has one way of negotiating, which is to smash the other person's face. He doesn't have any other mode of negotiating. He doesn't bring you into his confidence. He doesn't say, let's make a trusting relationship. He says, I will kill you unless you do what I say. So that much is par for the course. What's also true, if we look back, is he was saying for 3 weeks that the Iranians are begging for a ceasefire. This is his usual way of saying, I am begging for a ceasefire. Now, what exactly changed from, say, 1 in the afternoon to 5 in the afternoon is not certain. What probably changed is that Trump did not want a full war, but he thought he would scare the wits out of the Iranians into more concessions. And the Iranians just stood there and said no. And finally, Trump realized with the 2 hours approaching and the jets, the fighters in the air, that he had to call the whole thing off. So the point I'm making is that he probably thought there was always that way off, but he wanted to see how far he could go with the craziness. My point is really that someone that behaves like that, even if it's calculated, is crazy. I think he's just a mental case, actually. We've never seen this kind of instability. It doesn't deliver. He's vulgar. He is his language is shocking, but I would say also disgusting. This man is unfit to be president. This is the sad truth.
Professor Zafri, you have heard many of your podcasts and interviews, and you had gone to the extent of calling him a malignant psychopath. Yeah. You have said that he's deranged. You said that he's impulsive, and he's not a knowledgeable person. You use such harsh word and hard words for the American president. Why so?
Because the man is a disgrace and a danger to the whole world. He just killed thousands and thousands of people as if it's nothing, as if it's a whim. Then he turned it off. Maybe he'll turn it on again. This kind of behavior is psychopathic. When American missiles killed schoolgirls, there wasn't a moment of remorse, only a moment of lie. He blamed it on the Iranians when we already knew that it was American missiles. That's truly psychopathic, and psychopathic in the clinical sense. I don't think he understands other people's suffering, and I don't think he cares about other people's suffering. So this is a lifelong behavior, but it seems to be getting worse and is more unhinged. I am not a practicing psychologist, but I speak to practicing psychologists. So these are not simply casual views of a disaffected voter. These are views that are based on discussions with many psychiatrists and psychologists and a lot of printed material as well that say that Trump exhibits the classical symptoms of malignant narcissism, which are the narcissism, the untrustworthiness, the paranoia, and the sadism.
Professor, if you think so strongly that he's unfit to be the president, don't you think he should be removed?
I do, but he won't be because he holds the power right now. But if the Democrats, as is likely to be the case, win a majority in the lower house in the November elections, they'll impeach him. That does not lead to removal because you need a supermajority in the Senate, which the Democrats won't have. But it will show that there is a strong feeling in the United States, represented by a very, very significant part of the public, that this man is not just bad, but deranged, actually.
Professor Jeffrey, pardon me saying so, but what is the reason that the Americans were so fascinated with this man? He was a second-term president.
Yes. It is a strange issue, this issue of charisma. He has a following. The following is probably about 30% of the public. That's a lot. That's enough to win the presidency. In fact, he got an estimated 31% of the eligible vote. Some of those people are not ardent backers. They just preferred him to the opponent. But he has a following, and he has a following because it seems that he represents these people's mood, their anger. There's a lot of unhappiness in the United States, and he thrives on that by turning it into hatred of others. So his mode of politics is to hate others. It's to hate Mexicans. It's to hate migrants. It's to hate the Chinese. It's to hate the Iranians. This works to an extent. It's pretty well known that societies and even semi-functional democracies like ours can produce demagogues. And so this is what is at play right now. He does not have the backing of the American people. That we need to be clear. His approval rating today is probably, maybe 34 or 35%. His disapproval rating probably over 60%. So this is I'm living in a country very unhappy with this man, but still he has a strong base.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing.